Okay, today we'll be opening up this Wix oil filter, number 51334. And we'll be comparing it to the Superauto oil filter, number OF4459X. And I got these two filters from a very generous viewer whose name is Paul from Decatur, Alabama. Thanks, Paul. And these two oil filters fit Paul's 2011 Kia Soul. Yep, the one with a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder engine. And these two oil filters are going to duke it out. Could get ugly, folks. And when the dust clears, we'll see who the winner is. So let's get started. This is a matter of, you gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight, get your angle here, filtration, angle here. Okay, let's start with this Wix oil filter. It's all wrapped in this plastic, which makes me believe that this came from Amazon. Okay, you got date code here. Let's see, 012814 AQ1. And this is a sticker. Look over here, it says made in Mexico. Okay, this filter has 8 inlet holes, metal core with holes. The bypass valve is right here at the base end. We got 4 grooves there for threads and nitro rubber gasket. That looks like a silicone A drain back valve also. Okay. Now we got the Superauto oil filter, which the date code here is rubbed off some, so you can't. It's these numbers here. It starts with a 1, 3, and I can't make out these other numbers. Ends with a 5. So I'm not sure what the date is on this one. And we got some for use with synthetic conventional oil. Premium oil filter, high efficiency, high capacity. Okay, and this also has a plastic covering over the base end. 5 inlet holes, silicone A drain back valve. Metal core with holes. You can see the bypass valve down there at the dome end. And we got, it looks like 3 grooves there for threads. And nitro rubber gasket. Which, it's not quite, well, it's like an O-ring, but it's, yeah, I'd say, I guess this is an O-ring gasket. It kind of fits right into this slot here. Doesn't say where this filter is made though. And I looked up online, I couldn't find any information on this filter. Didn't come in no box or anything. Okay, so let's take these two oil filters, cut them open, and actually I want to get their weight. So let's get their weights. Okay, the Wix, 316.4 grams. 332.3 grams for the Superauto filter. Alright, let's cut these two filters open and see what they look like inside. Be right back. Okay, so here they are cut open. Let's look at their gaskets. I'll put the thickness up on the screen. The Wix gasket is a little thicker. Yeah, these both look fine. Base plates. Okay, up. Let's see, drain back valve. Okay. And let's see. Well, the Wix filter has a couple extra holes, but they're a little bit smaller. So that might even out. The threads. Yeah, it looks like an extra groove there on the Wix. Both nice thick base plates though. Okay. And any drain back valves. Well, Wix got a silicone drain back valve. And the Superauto filter here, it's got this thin, it looks like a silicone drain back valve, but it's really thin. It's like flimsy. Look at this. It's like paper thin. Get that on there. I think I don't know. I don't know how much this would, how much of a job this would actually do on this Super Auto filter, but I would take the Wix anti-drain back valve any day. Okay. And the Wix has this base end bypass valve. These are nice. See the spring in there? Yeah, these are nice valves. Whereas the Super Auto's got a bypass valve right here. So let's look at the Wix first. Okay, so I don't see a seam here. Must have an inside seam. And this Wix filter has 46 pleats. There's, kind of a gap here and here. Metal end caps. And this is an enhanced cellulose with a micron rating of 95% at 20 microns. Okay, and we'll take a look at the Super Auto filter. It's got a metal crimp seam. Looks like it's a galvanized steel here. Bypass valve right here, as I showed earlier. And I have no specs on this oil filter. Couldn't find anything about this oil filter. But this filter's got 56 pleats. 10 more pleats. A little excess glue right there and there. But otherwise it looks pretty clean. They both look pretty clean. You can see there's a size difference. So even though the Wix got less pleats, it might come out to be just as have just as much filter media. Okay, and they both got coil springs. And the cans, I'll put the thickness up on the screen. This Super Auto filter has got a really thick can. It's like 0.89 millimeters thick, whereas the Wix is 0.52, and that's, the Wix can is pretty good thickness. And this is printed on also. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. Okay, let's get the width of these guys. So the Wix 1.90 minus 1/10 of an inch. Super Auto 1.82 minus 1/10 of an inch. Okay, let me cut these two filters open, stretch them out, and see what they look like. Be right back. Okay, here they are, both stretched out. And the Wix filter is 67 inches long. The Super Auto filter is 55.5 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. The Wix is 0.85 millimeters thick, and the Super Auto is 0.53 millimeters thick. So it's quite a bit thinner. And if we take a look at these guys under a microscope, you're going to see that the Wix looks like it'd do a better job of filtering. The Super Auto filter's got a lot of pinholes in it. Looks like Swiss cheese. So let's take a look at that picture. So as you can see, the Wix filter looks like it'd do a better job of filtering. And you get about 25 square inches or more filter media with the Wix. Now let's take a look at the rest of the filter. Okay, so they both got coil springs. Give them a tie there. I like the coil springs. Gaskets, I'd give them a tie also. Even though the Wix is a little bit thicker, but yeah, they both look fine. This I would give I would give the wicks the anti-drain back valve. And also the base plate, because it's got more inlet holes, you know, so it's spread everything out more. And it's got like an extra groove there, so yeah, I think I'd give that to the wicks. And I'd give this to the wicks, I mean the bypass valve. I like these base end bypass valves over this one. They both got holes. Oh, and the wicks here, it's got a metal, had a metal crimp seam in it. So the seam was like that. You guys remember it was crooked. But that's what it looked like in there. Here's the bypass valve on the Superauto filter. And the Superauto filter's got a thicker can. But I mean, they're both thick cans. This Wix can is pretty thick also. So between these two filters, I would take the Wix filter. It's got a better anti-drain back valve. In my opinion, a better bypass valve. And 25 square inches of more filter media that actually looks like it'd do a better job of filtering also. So what do you guys think about these two filters? And again, I want to thank Paul for sending me these two oil filters. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and take care. The Wix filter media weighs 10.3 grams. The Superauto filter media weighs 7.9 grams.